it's time to dish with D. That's me. It's time for Dish with D's WW weigh-in and meeting topic and recipe du jour. How'd you do on the scale today, D? Well, I was up today. Am I surprised? No. And I'll tell you why. I've been exercising with my glam squad, like, for me, I'd say crazy. Most people would be like, D, that's not crazy. That's not a lot. But for D, that's insane. So yeah, I've been getting 10,000 steps every day. Truth be told, I don't do that. That's not me. So I've been very hungry the last few days. So last week actually. I'm not quite sure if that's it or it's just, your body's holding on to water. I mean, you know what, I don't really care. It is what it is. I don't sit there and get wrapped up when I'm up to, I'm down. It is what it is. I can't, I keep doing what I'm doing. It's all I can do. Just wheel down. People touch my car. So yeah, so I was up 0.8, which is like basically a pound, you might as well say. So yeah, so I'm now 153.8. Again, you're at the channel, which, you know what, she does the best she can, and it is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, it's just, I don't really know, and I personally don't really care. I will just keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully, the hunger will stop, because I don't like this. I don't like being this hungry. I'm always hungry. Let's get that straight. But this was like, like back on my first week of Weight Watchers, like I just wanted everything that I wasn't down, and I don't like that. And if this exercise is going to be causing that, well, I might have to cease doing it, because yeah, I am not going to be going around like that all the time. Not my jam. But let's talk about the recipe. The recipe is grilled pineapple skewers with a honey thyme glaze. If you've never grilled pineapple, you need to. It's so good. It gets caramelized. I think you can see that in the picture. It gets caramelized, which means like natural sugars. It's delicious. Of course, it's 2 points. And you know me, I don't pay points for fruit. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not sure why. The honey. Of course, the honey. But what I would suggest, if you love pineapple caramelized, is I make a pineapple upside down overnight oats, and I grab, you could use canned, but last few times I've used fresh, and I chop it up and I put it in a frying pan, and I throw a little Pam spray, and I cook it till it gets golden, and then towards the end, when it's pretty much done, I just throw a splash of vanilla extract, maybe a little bit of cinnamon, and the smell in your house. They thought I was baking something fantastic that one night. They're like, oh, Mom, what are you making? I'm like, I'm making my fruit. And then I put that in the bottom of my overnight oats jar, put my oats on top, my cashew milk. And I'm a person that likes half a cup of oats. I like to do half rolled, or I should say a quarter cup rolled, a quarter cup quick. I like to do a half a cup of cashew milk. I like to do about a quarter cup of unsweetened, not unsweetened, fat-free yogurt, vanilla, cinnamon, yeah, and some monk fruit. I like to do like a tablespoon of monk fruit in there. Or you can use a packet, whichever. I do a tablespoon, it's 0, so to me it's not overly sweet. I find that about the artificial sweeteners, that to me they're not overly sweet, they're just sweet enough. But if you want to cut it back a little bit, add a dash of salt. Salt is necessary in overnight oats, so this will dash. But yeah, you put your pineapple in there, and then in the morning it's the caramelization of that pineapple. We're not here for that anyway, but that's my jam. I got that from Hungry Girl, but she didn't cook her pineapple, and I thought, let me caramelize it, because caramelized fruit is the jam. All right, I didn't even look at this week's topics. This ought to be interesting. The Facts of Life. Ah, the Facts of Life. It was one of my favorite shows, The Facts of Life. Just so you know, and that's, again, a whole other video. All right, all the fats are not created equal. Saturated ones, thick red meats, butter, and cheeses can be tied to an increased risk of heart disease and high cholesterol. Unsaturated fats, olive oil, fish, avocados, and nuts, provided essential nutrients and health benefits. While both have smart points, healthier fats have less, and they're better for you. What to do? Replace saturated fats with unsaturated fats. Options in 2 meals. Pre-track and determine how much. Okay. All right. They're saturated are butter, beef or pork, croutons, coconut oil, and chips. They tell you coconut oil is a good oil to use. I don't know what to do some days. Unsaturated avocado, oily fish, pumpkin seeds, olive oil, and nuts. So they're saying if you're going to use butter, use avocado. I'm not sure I'd buy that one. If you're going to beef or pork, oily fish. I like to think pork is better than oily fish. Maybe that's me. Croutons, pumpkin seeds. You know what else is good on a salad instead of croutons? If you get chickpeas and you roast them, put those on a salad. Amazing. Weight Watchers tells you when you roast them, they are points. Yeah. I'm not from that camp because it's the same thing. I didn't put anything on it. I put some Pam spray and some seasoning. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're counted because you could eat more. If you could only eat so many chickpeas roasted, you should only be able to eat so many chickpeas raw. That's how I look at it. But hey, who am I? Chips, nuts, walnuts, almonds, and cashews. I love putting, now mind you, what's great about nuts is look in when you put them in your, I guess, recipe. When you scan them, it usually gives you tablespoons. Scroll down to teaspoons, and you could probably have a teaspoon of nuts for much lower points, and sometimes it's enough. Chop them so that you get more surface coverage than having a big walnut. Like chop that walnut up so it mixes through your oats. I like it in my overnight oats. I like it in my pumpkin banana muffin. I mean the banana nut muffins a Hungry Girl makes. It's a necessity. In my carrot cake donuts, a little bit of walnuts. And again, it's not enough to count in each donut because it just adds a crunch here and there. So yeah, yeah, I'm not even sure. I would not have, I mean, avocado on the toast, maybe they mean. Like, instead of putting butter on your bread, put avocado. When you're sauteing food or you're in a recipe, yeah, avocado is not going to work. I don't think so. But I always thought coconut oil was a good oil. Apparently it's not. It's good for your skin, though. That one that you get, that solidified coconut oil, if you rub it on your skin, it does wonders. Tip from me. That's a bonus tip. Yeah, the one you cook with, that one they sell in the oil aisle, that big white bottle, can, jar. Yeah, bring that home, rub it on your skin. If you have dry skin, put coconut oil on it. It's good for your face. It's good everywhere. So yeah, the facts of life. The facts of life. The facts of life. There you gotta go. Yeah, don't let me sing. So yeah, that's the facts of life. So you do you, and it's really important to measure your fats. You know, I'm a person that weighs her avocado now because she gets more. I used to charge myself 2 points for an avocado. Now that I weigh it, it's actually 1 point. So yeah, weigh it. I am a person who does not, and I'm going to say this out loud because that's who I am. I am a person that does not count her olive oil. I don't. I'm not using a gallon of it. I mean, there's a teaspoon several times a day. But in my defense, that's what my weeklies go for. People say, Dee, do you eat your weeklies? And I'm pretty much saying not all the time, unless it's a special occasion. But I do use those to count the olive oil that I don't track. I'm just not a tracker of, I think, again, because it's put in the healthy part of our diet, I don't think, you know, like I said, I'm not eating a half a cup at a time. Then I definitely would track it. But if I'm making a stir fry for myself, I use like a teaspoon and a half. I'm not worrying about it. To me, this is still a 0 point stir fry. But that's how I do it. And I don't want you to sit there and say, well, that's what, but if you need to count it, then you need to count it. And that's how you need to run your journey. You will find your journey your way. And that's exactly what I want you to do. So thank you for joining me today. Have a great day. Let me know how you did on the scale this week. And if you haven't come to Tea with Dee, I highly recommend you come to Tea with Dee. We meet every night. Yes, you heard it, every night, 7 p.m. Eastern time here on the channel. You're welcome to come. It's like our online meeting for people who can't get to a meeting. And that's what I do because I need accountability pretty much every day. That's just who I am. I like to talk out my food choices and stuff, and we learn things from other people. So if you haven't already joined my Facebook group, Dish with Dee's Waist Watching Warriors, I highly recommend you join that as well. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and let me know what you thought of this. I will definitely put screenshots, and we will dish another day.